Also political, because it's about getting out of a small town and getting out in the big world, or getting out of a teenage life. But we're not a a left-wing socialistic communist rock band in that sense that a lot of bands are. But so much younger than she now. Now she passed the 24 and gives it time to say goodbye. Here's the news, here's the real, here's the life you like to live. Now here's the new boat taking on the world tonight. When we met, she smelled like honey. When she kissed, she tasted the ribs.
This acoustic performance, I think, is exciting, and I've been pushing for these kind of events for a long time, because I think Mando Diao is a very underappreciated musically. I think they're known in Sweden as the cockiest band, and I think that it doesn't take into account their musical abilities, their artistry. They have great songs, and when you take it all the way electric, and the amplifiers and the lights and the screaming fans, and you hear a guy playing and singing on an acoustic guitar, you get it. And you hear God Knows or Sheepdog or Long Before Rock and Roll acoustic, and you get it, and you realize that is a good.
From the beginning it's just a Gustav song, but it's too high chorus, so I couldn't sing that. So that's why Björn, it's very unromantic to reveal these things, because it's just technical issues. But later on, after we decided that we're gonna sing them both, I wrote the lyrics. It kind of
we felt that if we were gonna be called the something, we're gonna get mixed up with all the other bands. So we wanted to stick out from that.
This album we did right now, we did almost all the arrangements ourselves. Somebody just get an idea, and all of a sudden you record, with a nylon string guitar or a piano. There's someone that pops up with an idea, maybe we should try that, and you say okay, and you try it, and then if it doesn't sound good, you don't use it, and if it sounds good, you keep it. It's like a blitz from an opus.
We watch more TV than we eat food and have sex, and
Speak for yourself.
No, but
the song "The Band" means a lot, I think. It was one of our first hit songs.
Yeah.
It's about the band, our band, so some promotion. Then me and Gustav were supposed to go to Amsterdam completely alone with no bandmates, no record company, no tour leaders, no plastic daddies taking care of us. So we went to Amsterdam completely alone to do promotion. We did the promotion, and then it was like walking out in the biggest canister in the whole fucking.
It's pretty much like all of the other songs. It's about you base it on a character, and then it ends up, the meaning ends up in another way. Maybe it started up with just kind of American hero dedication.
You found some hockey cards that you
Yeah,
hold,
exactly. And I was, there was a bit of Mrs. Robinson, Simon Garfunkel in it, and my childhood hero was not Joe DiMaggio. It was Luke Robitaille, and just put those little things together and wrote a song about. No way of just doing something else. So I tried it on piano at home, and I just realized that it fitted very good. The Sheepdog is a very unique song in that way, because you can play that song any tempo, in country tempo, in the bluegrass tempo, in a swing tempo, in old jazz style. You can play blues, you can play punk. People say, "Oh my God, it's a melody." Yeah. What were you singing before? That's it's the same melody, just much slower. It's a very cool song in that way. Not we haven't created any dreamland. It's more the dreamland that created us. You know, like we're, other people are part of it as well as we are. It's like the.
I guess there wouldn't be an ocracy without the other people. It comes together as something very special.
It's the day sleeper vampire kind of life.
Well, it's pretty much our tour life. Very surreal sometimes, especially in the night when we go to strange bars after gigs and stuff like that and meet a lot of strange people. And all these people are on the album, like Horst and Killer Casino.
We don't go to shows and we don't really pay attention to other band like that. So we kind of get into other stuff, more weird stuff, musicians, because we're nerds basically. We've been doing this for such a long time. But Björn Olsson, we found, because we're from Sweden, and I think Sweden is such a small country, so you find pretty much everything. And we found out that he was writing some beautiful melodies. And that's what we were looking for at the time. People writing melodies, not trends. He was not on front page on fucking GQ or something like that. He was just sitting on an island writing melodies. So after that, we kind of discovered that he's as good as any other artist in the world. You know, he's up there with, with like Lennon McCartney and Bee Gees and Beach Boys and stuff like that in writing songs. It's just that he whistles and is from Sweden, so no one will pay attention to it. There's an old man and his shadow, and they're whistling day and night. Whatever is worthwhile, they are whistling for you and Carlos, jag måste ha en stämd gitarr med det här, men den andra gitarren var mycket bättre. Kan jag prova den andra gitarren?
In the beginning on Bring 'Em In, our lyrics were more like that, very surrealistic, but it was always about breaking out.
Because we were really stuck in our hometown, and I know it's a cliche, but everyone is, and you gotta get out of there some way. That's why everyone writes these songs, but they write it in different ways, and we didn't know English as much as the Englishmen, so we wrote our songs very weird. I know, not even we know what the fuck we meant. We don't know much about jazz, jazz, but Goran is supposed to be one of the best ever in Sweden in trumpet. And we were very lucky to work with him on the first album. We did some things on Paralyzed and China with Love.
Shiga.
And Shiga, oh yeah, that was the big thing for him. We did the Spanish, the Mexican trumpet solo on Shiga. So on all the albums, if we want some horns and stuff, we always work with him. But he's too goddamn expensive to bring on tour. So that's why we brought him in for this special occasion. And the other guy is Nils, which is also a really, really good saxophone player. Saxophone is underestimated popular music. I
thought that it was
Björn
going to
was
be
the
the
only
first
one.
single.
Björn is the A&R guy. He's the music
Yeah.
thinker. You know,
I am.
he knows what
I
hits,
know
man.
the hits.
I thought that it was pretty silly to even release it, for basically because it was not a pop song in any way. It was a traditional folk song where you were supposed to sing on guitar from one guy to another, and let the melody spread that way. You could put any story into that melody. You could say, he said, I'm going to market, then after I'm going to get myself to bed. And you know, it's just like all these folk songs from America where you put any lyrics in, you just sing from one guy to another. And that's not interesting at all.
It's been a long process to come here now, and it's been a good ride, and I look forward to the future. I'm excited about our success, and so it's very exciting.
Can we please continue with our real work doing music?
These guys have music in them, and it oozes out of them, and the only thing you have to do to make them happy is give them a guitar, and they can keep themselves occupied for hours. And this really shows that.
The bigger you get as a band, you don't have to do as many shows. So you have more time to do other stuff. That's the plan, really, the master plan.
I got involved in a project that very, very quickly I realized this was not just a regular project. And I looked forward to the future, and I saw the future, and I said, this is the thing that I can be part of when in 25 years I'm going to say I was part of Mando Diao.
It's the best band.